We are back with some more Texans legacy franchise. And in today's video, we start off with re-signing our backup strong safety, Eric Murray, 2 years, $4.8 million. Very cheap for a solid backup strong safety. And this is probably going to be one of the better videos that I've recorded in a while. The reason being is because we actually cannot lose. We can finally post a video to YouTube where I am not losing. So that is great news. That is great news. We are posting this video knowing I cannot take an L. We're sitting at 1-7. If I want to make playoffs, I pretty much have to win the rest of my games of the season and barely squeak into the wild card because at the rate the Colts are going, he's probably got this locked up. Jags and Titans both got a win last week as well, so they're 2-5. We are just in a bad spot. It's been bad L's. We've been giving up so many points on the defensive side. We've been starting off in very bad holes. Team bonding retreat. Yeah, we do need a team bonding retreat. I mean, we need as much as we can get. Plus 10 morale for all the players, dude. That they need some morale because we are in shambles. There's really not much we can talk about in this video. I mean, I'll show you guys my remaining schedule and some stats and stuff. But God, look at the L's, dude. I've just never seen this many L's, and they're all big. Like they're not really that close. Like this was close, but that was a 14-point loss. This was a what is this? This is a 12-point loss, 10-point loss, 20-point loss. This one was 1 point, but then another blowout here. It's never been like this, so it's bad. It's bad. We got the Raiders, Bucks, Titans, Saints, Bengals, Titans, Rams, Patriots, Jags to close out the season. I mean, there's a chance. Just last season we went 16-1 or 15-1, had the bye week pretty much locked up. So obviously there's a chance if I can string some things together. But the main thing for me is the offense is a little slow. I mean, we're a little bit lower on the points for than what we usually are, and the defense is horrendous. I mean, I'm giving up 40 points almost every single game. Every single game besides, well, I guess these two were a little better, but it's bad. The defense is bad, and I can't keep games close, so I'm getting into these shootouts, so I can't really utilize, Dameon Pierce and Aaron Jones the way I was hoping to this season because we're just getting down so much. So we're going to start off with league leaders, and then we'll go over my team. So passing leader right now is Bryce Young. He's also the touchdown leader. He's got 30 touchdowns to 4 picks. Really solid ratio there. Sack leader sitting at Matt Corral with 34 sacks. He's out there just going buck wild. Jonathan Taylor, the rushing leader at 935 yards. Doesn't surprise me one bit. And the touchdown leader is Bijan Robinson with 13. Fumble leader, Kenny Pickett, 6 fumbles. Look at that man go. Just dropping everything. Receiving leader, receptions-wise, is Diggs with 61 receptions. Yardage leader, Jalen Waddle with 938. The touchdown leader is, I didn't know this, Quentin Johnston. I did not know he led the league in touchdowns, so that's pretty cool. He's got 10 right there. Solid. Who's choking? Robert Scott Jr. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Tied for second, Darnell Wright. The rookie. 9 sacks allowed. That's not what you want to see up there. We do not want to see that. Tackle leader, we got Willie Gay with 76. Tackle for loss leader, we got Myles Garrett with 25. Holy moly, he's got 17.5 sacks, which is ridiculous. Pick leader is a 2-way tie for first between Jimmy Ward and Kevin Byard. Forced fumble leader, we got Rashaan Evans with 4 down there. How many safeties we got? No safeties. We only got 1 block kick so far. Casey Hayward got that. Any touchdowns? Probably a ton. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of defensive touchdowns. Kicking leader, punting leader, we could skip through that. I'm always curious. Look at that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 kick returns. Dude, kick returns they're a little broken this year, I feel like. 16 and we're like halfway through the season is kind of crazy. There's a punt return. Wow. Okay. 83-yard punt return. Would you look at that? The Denver Broncos. I can look at yearly awards. I didn't think I was able to, but we'll just look at, who's kind of leading for stuff. The Texans are going to be nowhere near any of this. MVP, we got Bryce Young. Coach of the Year, we got Nick Sirianni. The AFC side, Jonathan Taylor for Offensive Player of the Year. Right behind is Quentin Johnston. That's pretty cool. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Quentin Johnston. Really? Look at Quentin. Okay. Well, maybe I can win an award. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Brian Branch. I don't think my rookies are up here. Yeah, he hasn't been that good, honestly, the defensive lineman. Best QB, we got Joe Burrow. Best running back, Jonathan Taylor. Best receiver is Quentin. Jeez, okay. I guess Quentin's dominating people. Those touchdowns have to boost it. Alex Kappa, best O-line. Best D-line, Myles Garrett. Best linebacker, Harold Landry. Kevin Byard is best DB, best kicker, Harrison Butker. And now to the NFC side, we got Bryce Young for Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year so far. Obviously, these could change. This is just how it's going, roughly halfway through. Rookie of the Year, Bryce Young. DeMarvion Overshown. That's a crazy-ass name. He's leading for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bryce Young again, best QB, best running back, Mr. Devon, the speedster, Jason Fields at best wide receiver, Zach Martin at best offensive lineman, best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald, Micah Parsons, best linebacker, Jimmy Ward, best DB, and Zane Gonzalez is the kicker. So that is the awards. We're going to go through kind of how our team's doing. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, we've improved the touchdown-interception ratio a bit. It's still really not where we want to be. Too many picks, 13 picks, 17 touchdowns. We got 2,380 yards for Emmett Walters. Sacked 28 times, which is quite a bit. That's, I think like top 5 probably in the league because the leader was in the 30s, I want to say. So we're up there. I mean, we're getting sacked quite a bit, which is not what you want to see. It's not the best season for Emmett. Just last game, both his picks were inaccurate passes. So it's like, I could have had back-to-back games with throwing no picks because I believe I threw none against the Colts. And then the Jags game, 2 inaccurate picks. So he's just been a little off. He's kind of missed quite a bit. Aaron Jones, pretty 50-50 on the rushing split here. I wanted Damian to have, I wanted it to be more like 60-40. But we're just, Aaron Jones is a couple carries over. And I think the main cause of that is because we just haven't been able to play from the lead. So I'm, playing catch-up. And when we're playing catch-up, Aaron Jones just happens to be out there more because he's in most of our gun formations. So when we're playing from behind, Aaron Jones is out there a little bit more. But, they're still averaging pretty good numbers. 5 a carry and 6.4 for Aaron. Aaron's got 72 yards, or attempts for 461 yards and 7 touchdowns. While Damian, just a couple carries less, he's at 347 yards and 2 touchdowns. So both, are doing okay. I just can't run the ball much because just last game, I'm down 34-7.5. So it's like we're playing from so far behind. So it takes us a minute to really, it's just I just want a game where we can play ahead, where we can actually run the offense, run some play action stuff. We just haven't been able to do that. Emmett's had some nice carries here and there, 9 for 49, 2 fumbles for him. Ogumawale had a couple carries. Jalen Hyatt's had 3 carries. Quentin's got a carry, but it's just I wouldn't even say they're doing that bad. It's just the game scripts that I'm getting myself into are just not beneficial for these two. But Aaron Jones has been very, very solid for us. He's been very good. I think he's been a good signing for us in the offseason. Receiving-wise, it's a two-man show pretty much. I mean, Jalen Hyatt's getting up there. He's had a couple pretty good games as of late, but Quentin Johnston's just been a beast. 32 catches, 781 yards, and 10 touchdowns. He's everywhere. Hayden Hurst, another good signing in the offseason. He's done pretty good. He's had a couple drops, but, overall he's been solid. 36 catches, 575 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, like I said, he started off slow, but he's slowly getting into the swing of things with 32 receptions, 498 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, not involved much. He's just not really getting open, or I don't know. He just doesn't seem to be getting open. He's starting, like he's the starting receiver. He starts out wide with Quentin, so I don't know why his numbers are pretty bad because he was tearing it up for us. So not sure what's going on there. He just seems to not be getting open as much, or maybe I'm just not looking his way as much. I'm really not sure. But he only has 18 catches for 292 yards. Aaron Jones has been solid out of the backfield, 23 catches for 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. 5 catches for Dameon Pierce, 5 for 38. Like I said, I want to get Dameon involved more, but it's just the game scripts we've been in. They just haven't helped us out. Our fullback's got a catch, and then our other tight end, Chris, has 2 catches and a receiving touchdown. So, Quentin, I mean, there's nothing to say. He's been the best rookie by far for us. He's been very, very solid. So hopefully he can keep it up and maybe win Rookie of the Year. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, I guess. Sacks allowed. Everyone's been okay on our offensive line, but Darnell Wright's been bad. I mean, he really has. He's averaging. He's the new Titus Howard. I think that's what his name was, averaging over a sack a game. So it's not good. It's not good. Laramie's only allowed 1, which is great. Our other rookie at center is allowed 3 out of 8, which I'll take. Kenyon 3. Shaq, he's getting older, so maybe that's why he's allowed 4. But the 9 number is terrible. It's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Anthony Barr leads us in tackles. That's mainly because Christian's been hurt. Tackle for loss leader is George Rose with 10. We are really lacking in the sack department. There's just not much there. There really isn't. I mean, George Rose with 6. It's tough, man. It's tough. It needs to be better. We need to get more pressure on the quarterback, and we're not getting it. I don't know why I hit A right there. It's just not coming. The pressure is just not getting there. Pick leader, we got Derek Stingley with 4, James with 3, Jordan with 2, and a bunch of guys with 1. This is a trade that is turning out to be a colossal failure for us. Unless we turn it around, we don't have our pick because I could have sworn I traded the Browns first round pick. I mean, that was just in my head. The Browns first round pick for Byron, but we didn't. We traded our first round pick, so we still have one, but we don't have ours, which could be a top pick at the rate we're going. While the Browns, I think, only have 1 loss, so that could be a later first round pick. So his stats are still really good. I don't know what's going on with Byron. He just gets burned. Way, way, way too much. So I'm not too sure how to fix that. I wish the catches allowed thing actually worked in Madden so you could see how much they allowed. That would be pretty cool. Forced fumbles, Henley, he's actually been surprisingly good at that. He's caused 3 already, which is cool to see. A bunch of other guys with 1 down here. 3, look at the fumble recoveries though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fumble recoveries, and I feel like we've caused almost 10. 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we haven't recovered 3 of them. Well, that's better than I thought. That's a little better than I thought, I'm not going to lie. Anthony Barr got a pick 6. That was earlier in the season. That's that on the defensive side. Kaimi missed only 2 kicks, and they were both last week against the Jags when it was a freaking monsoon. Punts, is what it is. We punted it 3 times inside the 20 out of 22, so maybe that could be a little better. Jalen's been pretty good on kickoffs, though. 105? Really? I didn't realize his touchdown was that deep in the end zone. Okay, well, 105-yarder for him. That's solid. Punts, nothing crazy. 12-yarder was the best for that. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much we can talk about. We're 18th in offensive yards. I think the defense is bad. Yeah, we're last. We are dead last, man. I mean, my defense is usually solid. We usually create so many turnovers and get a bunch of sacks and make a bunch of stuff happen. But it's bad. It's very bad. And that's our main problem, I think. I think the offense has issues, but it shows signs of life. And the defense, I get out to these big holes because I can't stop anyone. I mean, the first quarter's over, and I've already let them score 14 to 21 points. So we have to find a way to stop giving up big plays early and try to keep us in the game so I can use Dameon Pierce more, and take my time and stop trying to press down the field over and over. I'm still holding out hope we could somehow swing things around and end the season off, go on a massive win streak. Because we can, and we've done it before. So I still think there is slight hope. But we got to start playing better everywhere. Because we're running out of time in this Madden. And we got to get a ring with the Texans, man. We're running out of time. So hopefully week 10 we can turn it around. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.